Leo. It's your turn, Leo. Sun, Moon, Venus, Neptune, Gemini? Moon in Leo, maybe. Spider in reverse. You've completely lost faith in someone's ability to come through for you. And at this point, you're just waiting for guidance from your higher power to nudge you in the right direction. So if you're feeling like you don't have enough energy to heal yourself right now or get through this next job, you'll get a message. Something will come through. Oh, Wolf in reverse again. That came through in Gemini. If you have a Gemini in your chart, check out that reading. It was about someone who didn't listen to your advice and now it's coming back to kind of haunt them. But in this situation, it's you did the best you could. So you completed a task or a job to the best of your ability, but whoever your lab partner was or your marriage partner was, they didn't, what didn't they do? They couldn't let something go, something from their past. What couldn't they let go that ended up affecting the success of this? Oh. Huh. Let me pull a couple more cards on that. I'm going to be nosy here. With respect to this person's personal spiritual boundaries, of course. So just kind of sending out a little prayer to their guardian angels. If there's anything that you need to know that they would suggest paying attention to as far as what that person was doing. So it has everything to do with you not taking personal responsibility for their feelings when it had nothing to do with you or your actions or who you were or any of that. So maybe they made you feel less than. What is that? Bunny duck. If it walks like a duck and it talks like a duck and it's... fuck is Barnaby Jones? Richard Nixon. Okay. You're dealing with someone who has had a completely different idea of politics or a culture or what is acceptable in society, or I feel like they had the exact opposite opinion of you. But you didn't know that until you were already in the relationship, like already committed to them, or the work already signed the contract. God, this week, I'm totally fine, breathing clear, and as soon as I started reading, my nose wants to run. There's a scientific reason for that. Comment below, science people. Okay. Science people. But what wouldn't they accept? Was it something that had to do with you, or? Sex, virginity, oh my god. So this is the kind of person that thinks that if you're not a virgin when they meet you, that you're less than, or that you're dirty, or, it's something that's shameful. So you getting away from this person was the best thing that ever could have happened to you. It's like if they lost interest... this is specific. Hold on, what's that? If what? If you what? It's like a Mad Lib sometimes with my spiritual team. If you fill in the blank, what, this, what happened? You see now clearly that you were the stable one in the situation, and that they were never going to really let you breathe, that they were going to be overbearing, and if they weren't overbearing, they were going to be completely non-committal or out of the picture or neglectful. Either way, it wasn't good for your health. Ray of light, there's that ray of light. There's that ray of light. That wanted to come out earlier. So they had a really great ability to cause a lot of drama so you would stay focused on the relationship. You know, there's that back and forth there. Even if it's a fight, it's still an energetic exchange, right? So it was the same with I think the Gemini reading too, where someone was trying to tame you, but you're untamable. And they just figured out that they couldn't tame you and they walked away. They just cut their losses as far as like, oh, well, this is one of the, like, they think they're right. I want you to know that. They still think they're right. They miss you. This is what's messed up. This is why they're going to stay in a hellish vortex for some time, at least several more cycles. It's because they don't take personal responsibility for their actions. They don't want to know. They don't want to know. They're very comfortable, stuck in their delusion of who you are. And that can't, yeah, ooh. Was that a Gemini reading too? You might have a lot of Gemini in your chart, or they do. But they think that they're correct in this, you know, the virgin maiden is a real woman. Like, they only have that troglodyte idea of a woman, you know, virgin, mother, crone. Can they fuck you? Can they eat you? Can they use your energy? Can they vampire off you? Can you be a trophy wife to them? If you're none of those things, they don't have any use for you. Which is actually kind of why it's nice to be. I'm in my 40s, you know, and I can really disappear into a crowd if I want to and be ignored, and I just love that. You know, but if they lost interest in you, it was because they had this delusional idea of what a woman is. Or a man, and this could be vice versa too. So, gender, take that as it resonates. You could be the other person, this could be vice versa. But that's why I love and resonate so much with drag queen culture. I'm not one of those people that thinks that drag queens are mocking women. I think it's this beautiful piece of the puzzle where women are being honored for something other than being a fuckhole for someone. I'm sorry to put it that way, but like I was saying, they will see beautiful, powerful women and honor them. You know, the like a person that the rest of society would tear down or try to tear down because they were powerful, or turn them into some kind of a joke. And I don't need to name any names, but I feel like drag queen culture would, you know, they'd dress up like them, they'd lip sync to their songs and honor them in a way that's not, can I suckle from you as a mother? Can I fuck you as a whore? Can I rely on you for emotional support and to feed me as a crone or a grandma or whatever? You know, it's beyond that. And whoever you were dealing with never could see women outside of that because they don't want to. Because it benefits them to never have to move out of their ego. So congratulations for the foresight that you had to see that and move away from it. And so now what? Now what? Today, tomorrow, next week. Oh, I guess it's so I guess it's coming up because they're going to try to reach out to you next week, either, I don't know why I'm saying metaphysically or metaphorically. I don't know what that means. Comment below if you know how somebody could get a hold of you metaphorically. I get the metaphysically part. Ugh. They still don't get it. They still think you're in the wrong. They still think that you need to be tamed, or that because they're attracted to you, that that's God's message to them to try and break you like a wild stallion, to try and teach you what it means to be a real wife or a woman. And they're a joke. They're a joke to their own spiritual team right now. Those are some serious words coming from this person's own granny, grandpa passed on. They think it's a joke how this person chose to view you. They didn't see clearly. They didn't want to see clearly. They didn't want to see your beauty. Because how could they look down on you? If they did, they didn't want to see a positive outcome. They wanted to see you subordinate, submissive. They wanted to feel bigger and brighter and smarter. Like they would take your wisdom and pretend like it was theirs and then beat you down so you would never stand up for yourself. So next week, they're going to reach out to you. Metaphysically or metaphorically. And you already know what to do, right? You already know that it's a no. You already know that they're delusional. But let that hope go that you could ever even have a positive conversation or interact with them in a way that you're being honored. You can't. You won't. They won't. You can't. They won't. What do they want you to know about their deepest desires for you? Like, what do they really want? Like, for some of you, it's going to be in a way that you're like, what do you want from me? Well, this is the little deck that I made this week out of an old book. It's hecka outdated with some of these terms, so I'm going to... Please don't... Okay? That's very honest. Double standard. They believe that it's their God-given right to have a double standard, to live. The double standard is an unofficial code of society, according to which two different standards are used to evaluate male and female behavior, especially regarding sexual matters. A society that functions according to a double standard permits men much more freedom. So this person's just like, I'm a man, you're a woman, I can go out and cheat and have 25 girlfriends and you're going to stay home and be a virgin or a mother and then eventually a crone. And that's it. And that's all you'll. So they want you to know that that's how they feel and they wish that you would understand that. So they're obviously delusional. What's going to happen to this person when you say no or you don't answer or you just block them out? They think that you are delusional and divorce. So it's time for a divorce. If it hasn't happened yet, it's time. And they might even understand at this point. They're just like, I just can't get through to this stupid, sinful woman, who wants to stand up for herself and have her own hopes and dreams and projects and life and money and divorce time. It's time for divorce. Okay, masculinity, and you see it for what it is now. It didn't have anything to do with you or why they couldn't understand you or why you couldn't get through to them. It's because the whole time they thought they couldn't get through to you in shaping you up and making you earn your keep as a woman in this world. Bye. 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 And for you comes... Oh, good. Okay, I like this for you. There is a newfound space on this earth, a place of peace and healing and regeneration for you, where you can come back bigger and better than ever. Full on in your femininity without having to answer anyone or without, having to fight your way out of being someone else's sacrifice or a martyr in your own life. Good cop, bad cop dynamic with the relationship. No more. Okay, who helps you, who hurts you? Or what helps you, what hurts you in this situation? Your intuition is on point. Listen to your intuition. Paired with what? Heredity. So, either your parents can help you during this time, or you can really connect to your guardian angels, which are your ancestors. Or give them a big shout out and honor them in prayer for guiding you through some of the murky waters of your own emotions here, where you ended up coming out on top and healing and thriving and choosing to rest instead of choosing to engage when this person all of a sudden wants to fight it out next week. No. What not to do. See these terms, fool and fornication. So this would be taking a leap of faith into a new sexual relationship as a rebound or something. Don't do that. Don't go there. Fornication is the term applied to sexual intercourse between a man and a woman who are not married to each other. So it's a great time to be alone and to stay celibate and just rest and sleep in. Consider this your beauty sleep for when the right one comes in. So no Mr. Right Now, no Miss Right Now. You're waiting for the right one. Take time to rest. Take a spa weekend out. And expect this person to be exactly who they've always been next week. So if you're not divorced already, get going on that. But rest first, because it's going to take some patience. Yeah, but I don't know if there's a generational gap here, if they're way older than you or something, but stay frigid. Don't be open sexually or emotionally to them. Stay cold. Stay austere. Stay unapproachable. Do not be warm or accommodating. Do not try to build bridges. Do not try to maintain a relationship for someone who only sees you as something to look at, something to fuck, or something to feed off. All right, love you guys. Bye-bye.